everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rebecca and I hope you're having a great, fantastic day. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be testing out some makeup hacks. Now, I'm kind of late on the bandwagon with this, but I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw lots of makeup hacks and I thought, you know what? Everyone else has done makeup hacks, so I need to try some makeup hacks as well, because you never know, there might be some hacks I'll find which I can use in everyday life and be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this before? So I'm going to try some makeup hacks and let you guys know if some of them are fails and some are wins. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please don't forget to subscribe and turn that little notification bell so you get notified by every single makeup video I do here on this channel. Don't forget to go on Instagram if you want to, link is in the description bar below. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on some of these makeup hacks, just keep watching. Alright guys, let's test out some makeup hacks. Now, this could be absolutely amazing, or this could turn out to be an absolute disaster. So I might look good at the end, or I might not. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is eyebrows. So I will put the videos on screen so you guys can see. And if there's any of the people's names that I can't pronounce, I will pop them on screen as well. Okay, so the first one is by a girl called K-Face, her name is. And basically she is filling in, she brushes her hairs down, fills her hairs downwards, and then she uses the spoolie, brushes her hairs, and then does concealer and gel and all that jazz, and her eyebrows look pretty amazing, to be fair. So let's give that a go. So she does use a skinny eyebrow pencil. This is just an A Revolution brow pencil. I think it's in the shade medium brown. So let's give it a go. Let's scoot you a little closer. Right, so what she does is, oh, this is crazy. Okay, I'm not used to this, but okay. So she brushes her hairs downwards, kind of like that. And then she kind of like fills them in as normal, but she's kind of stroking downwards. So instead of the brows being up and stroking upwards, she goes downwards. And that's what I'm gonna do. This feels very strange. Then she's kind of like filling in any gaps as well in the brow, which, to be honest, I kind of filled them in anyway. So I'm just gonna then take my brush and just kind of brush the hairs and the product together. Okay, I've done my other eyebrow off camera. I've done the same technique, and it said to use concealer to clean up the edges, etc. as normal. So just going to take a flat brush, just going to grab my Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Concealer. Just a flat brush like this. Also going to use this to prime the lid as well. Apologies if you can hear the fan in the background. It's so warm at the moment in the UK. I'll bring it close as you guys can see. So this is what the eyebrows look like. I'm not gonna lie, they don't really look that bad, to be honest. These are definitely skinnier than what I usually have my eyebrows, so I would say if you want natural eyebrows, then this hack might be for you, because this is definitely more skinnier than what I usually have my eyebrows. I usually make them a bit more thicker than this, so it's not a bad hack. It's not bad. I mean, in fact, it actually involved less what I usually do with my usual eyebrows. Usually takes me longer. So there's not as much filling in kind of thing, because where you're doing it downwards and you're brushing it, it's distributing the product through your brows. So it's not a bad hack, actually. It's not bad. If you want a quick eyebrow without too much work, then I think this hack might be good for you. All I'd say is don't use a chunky brow pencil, because a chunky brow pencil is not going to work. You need a skinny pencil like this to make it work. So yeah, I'll give this hack a thumbs up. Okay, so the next one is, now unfortunately I can't find the video anymore. I'm really sorry. I think they've deleted it or something, but I just can't find it anymore. But basically it's this girl, and before she'd done any of her makeup whatsoever, she would go in with a cream contour first. I'm quite scared. I'm quite scared. She'd go in with a cream contour first before literally anything. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to grab my Studio London Flaunt Flawless Cream Bronzer in 04. And we're just going to grab a brush. This is a very old B brush. It's so old, but this will do the job. I haven't even primed or anything, so Okay. Okay, wish me luck. I'm so scared, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, going with my damp beauty sponge. We're just going to blend this out. Okay, this next hack now, I'm going to put the name of the person on screen in the video, but who's seen this hack where they basically do like swipes of different colours of eyeshadow on their lid, get a blending brush and blend it all together to be the most simple, most easiest way to apply eyeshadow. We'll put that to the test. So hopefully there's not going to be too much fallout because I've already applied my cream bronzer, so we'll see. Right, just going to grab my I Heart Revolution Cherry Coke eyeshadow palette and we're just going to do a gradient of colour. Actually guys, changed my mind. I'm going to use the Studio London Colour Icon eyeshadow palette in stripped back. I'm going to use this one because I feel like it's got a more gradient of colours of brown. So, okay, let's take the first colour. It's the lightest colour, which is Bare. My lid's already primed from the concealer. So, we're going to make sure this is proper built up. So Bare first. Sorry guys, Bare was this colour. I'm going to go in with stripped now, which is this one. Take stripped. Swipe. Whoa, that's really powdery. Swipe that one next to that one. I'm going to take Delicate now, which is this golden colour up here. Swipe that colour. Right, take the shade Cashmere now, this one. Okay, and last but not least, Revealed, which is the darkest colour in the palette. Okay, I look crazy right now. Let's see if this works. I'm going to go in with a soft blending brush. And we are just going to start blending everything together. Might go with something a bit more firmer. Yeah, it needs something a bit more firmer. I'll go in with this Revolution brush instead. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. If you guys can see, unfortunately this hack did not work for me. The dark colour is just finding it so hard to blend and all the rest of the colours have just completely faded off. So it might maybe have something to do with the concealer I used on my lid or something, but I might give it a go but use my eyeshadow base instead. But I have used that concealer before to prime my lids and I've had no issues blending eyeshadows, but yeah, this hasn't really worked for me. Unfortunately, it just looks like a muddy, just a really horrible muddy mess. Unfortunately, I really wanted it to work. The shimmer worked okay, the shimmer blended nice, but the mattes have all kind of disappeared to nothing. So yeah, I'm afraid to say this hack doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Right, the next hack I'm doing, well, it's pretty much going to be hacks because I'm doing them all together. It's by a girl called Nikki Secrets and she's really good. I've watched her countless times with her makeup and she's amazing. So what she does is she preps her face with powder, uses a dewy setting spray and then uses a primer on top of it before she applies her foundation. Interesting, so let's give that a go. So I'm going to start by using a loose setting powder. So this is the Halo Glow setting powder by e.l.f. So I'm just going to prep my entire face with this. At least this will set my cream contour down, I guess. I'm going to prep this in. Oh, why does this feel so wrong? Why does this feel so wrong? I'm just going to prep here, not going to do under my eye area because I'm saving that for another hack. Right, and now for the setting spray. It's the I Heart Revolution Pineapple Brightening Setting Spray. I'm just going to try and cover my face. I don't want my laptop to get covered because I've got the fan blowing one side and it's all going to go on my laptop. So I'm just going to try and cover myself. Okay, I think that's enough. I think my skin is dewy and glowy enough. I love this setting spray. Love it. Okay. now we're going to do the primer. I'm too scared to use oil, so I think I'm going to use something a bit more mattifying. This one here, it's the Revolution Ceramide Primer. Thought this one would do, so let's put it on top and pray to God it doesn't move my my cream contour around. You know, guys, I'm going to use my sponge and use it to blend out the primer because I'm just too scared to use my hand. Okay, I'm pretty shocked. Can you guys see that? This looks pretty good. My cream hasn't been moved at all. My skin looks really dewy. It looks pretty good. It's almost if like that setting spray has rehydrated my skin and created that dewy base for the primer to go on top. Because I didn't smear it around. I didn't mess around my cream contour or anything. But my face feels really tacky. It actually feels really good. Okay, I'll rate this a thumbs up if the foundation looks good. Now, speaking of foundation, that's what we're going to do next. Now, I bet all of you have seen the foundation in water hack. I've seen so many people do this and it looks really good. There's this one person I've seen called, I think her name's Danielle Marken, I think her name is. I will put her name on screen. But I've seen her do it where she gets literally a cup of water, drops the foundation in and then applies it to the skin as normal, and that's meant to make your foundation look dewy and long lasting, and it just looks absolutely amazing, especially on her. It looks really, really nice. It looks flawless. So I really want to give this hack a go. So I have my cup of water right here next to me. Well, I've got my foundation. You can't get this one anymore, but I know this one's very matte, and I think this might be the perfect candidate for this little hack. It's the Missguided Meet Your Match it's a demi matte foundation in the shade 05, but I find this quite matte. So we are just going to drop it in this water. Don't know how much I need. I'll put quite a lot in actually. As you can see, there's quite a lot in there. Right, just grabbing a flat brush. I'm going to dip it in. Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, I've knocked some of it off. Just gonna hold the cup underneath because it's gonna be quite messy. So I'm just gonna gonna start swiping this on my face. I think in future reference you don't need to use as much as I did. Using my beauty sponge. Let's do it. This is making my skin look pretty amazing. It looks really, really good. In fact, let me turn the exposure down a bit. So yeah, if you have like a matte foundation that you want to make it a bit more dewy, then this hack pretty much works. It's made my foundation go a little bit more dewy. The cream contour unfortunately has completely disappeared, so I'm afraid that cream contour hack's a fail, unfortunately. But for the foundation wise, this is pretty good. I like this hack. Oh, I forgot to mention for the setting powder, dewy and primer hack, that works. I think it looks really good. I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't look much different to when I usually just prime my skin first. So for that one's a 50-50. That one works, but the way I usually do my makeup works as well. So there's not really no loss, no gain with that hack, to be honest with you. Okay, now we've all seen that hack where you put cream blusher under your eyes to make your eyes more brightening, more coverage, more radiant. And we've also seen like the pink powder as well, haven't we? But I've seen so many people just doing the cream blusher one where they apply cream blusher. And this particular girl I've seen, she swipes blusher under her eyes and then creates this shape with the concealer for sculpting and also to help blend out with the blusher as well. So let's just give that a go. So I'm going to go in with my cream blusher. I haven't set under my eyes. No, I haven't. Good. So we are just going to... I pretty much look sick right now. I look really, really ill. And what I'm just going to apply, just going to roll this under the eyes. Just going to really, really apply this quite... I'm not going to do it quite little. I'm going to go quite heavy with it. I'm also going to apply this in my usual place as well, where I usually apply cream blush. So I'm going to apply it in like 2 different places. Right, I'm just going to take my beauty sponge. Ooh, there's a hair on it. There you go. I'm just going to start blending this out. Also blend out my cream blush as well. Right, now we're going to do the concealer part. So swipe up here. Concealer goes here. Just going to reach to apply quite a bit. And then it kind of goes down like this. And then a bit up like here, as in like you're sculpting your face. Not gonna lie, this feels like a lot of concealer. This feels like a lot more than what I usually apply. So let's blend it out. Alright guys, I wouldn't say this hack's a fail, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite either. It's made my under eyes really cakey for the amount of concealer I put under my eyes. I feel like next time I do this hack, I should use less concealer. My blusher completely disappeared, so I've had to add a bit more. But it has added more coverage and it has helped to correct the blue that's under my eyes. So that part's worked, but next time I think I'm just going to have to use a bit less concealer because that was far too much concealer to put under my eyes. My skin just feels so heavy right now. It feels really, really heavy. So yeah, if I use less concealer, this probably would have been a win. But at the moment, because it's so heavy, it feels like a fail. So I'm just gonna set my face with powder and we'll move on to the last 2 hacks. Okay, so the last 2 hacks. So basically, this hack is where you apply your lips with lip balm and afterwards you use a setting powder on top of the lips to help make your lipstick last all day. So let's give that a go. So I'm just kind of like, I'm just wiping off the lip oil I had on my lips earlier, so that should do the job. So okay, well, let's grab my setting powder again. Okay, it's made my lips pale as a ghost. Do you guys remember the trend where you would apply a liquid lipstick and use a setting powder on top to make it more matte and to make it last longer? I used to do that all the time with my liquid lipsticks, and that hack works as well, by the way. It does make your liquid lipsticks last longer. So I'm going back a few years there. Okay, so let's apply a lipstick and let's see what happens. So this is the Studio London Powder Pout lipstick in Feeling Ambitious. It's just a nice little nude colour, so let's apply it on top. Well, I'm not gonna lie, this lipstick feels a lot more matte after applying it on top of that powder. So I'm just gonna leave it there for pretty much like 5 or 10 minutes and then I'll test it with my hand. So that comes to our last hack. Now you guys know I'm not very good at nose contour, never have been. Every time I've done it, my nose has gone even more crooked. So I haven't bothered doing my nose, but I really should. And this hack looks really good. I've seen the one with the fork, but then I've seen this one as well. By Makeup by Ellie, she's really, really good. So she uses setting powder to contour her nose, and then she goes on top of it with bronzer to create the really nice, the most really nice, natural, flattering nose contour. I am loving the look of it, so let's give it a go. Alright, so more powder after powder. Right, so I'm going to grab a flat brush. So she applies this powder quite heavy on her nose. Like, I mean thick, thick, heavy. Then she applies a line here. And then a dot kind of like there. Right, just going to take a bronzer. Now this is the L'Oreal Back to Bronze powder with a big brush. So we're just going to take this bronzer very generously. And then all she says to do, I'm kind of looking at the video at the same time, she's pretty much just saying to take the bronzer and use it to sweep away the powder. So let's do it. Just brought it closer so you guys can see. Oh, well that gives me that sort of like, it's not very sort of like shaped, but it's more kind of like a summer glowing nose. Like bronze nose, that's it, bronze nose. It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And as a matter of fact, if I went back in with my brush again and just kind of like went over it lightly, again, done this, and then kind of went in with a bit of bronzer again without any access, and just kind of swept it away. That nose doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look that bad at all. I maybe should have brought the, I don't know, I don't know whether to bring the bronze, maybe just, I don't know, like, because I need to practice a bit more with nose contouring because I've never been that good. So I don't know whether to bring it up higher so then I can exaggerate this bit. But I think with a bit of practice, I think this might be a really good hack. I can see the potential, let's put it that way. I can definitely see the potential. I think it's just basically me playing around and finding the right hack to make this work. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because that's starting to look a bit like a contour already. Well, I don't know if that makes my nose longer though. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around, guys, because my nose is such an awkward shape. But yeah, I'm not gonna say this is a win, but I'm not gonna say it's a fail either, because it's one of those things where I have to practice and see if I can make it work. But what do you guys think? Let me know. But yeah, bit of playing around practice. I think I might be able to get it to work, but I can see the potential in it. And last but not least, let's see how this lipstick has dried down. So I can still feel it around on my lips. Unfortunately, it's transferring. Maybe I'll do the whole liquid lipstick hack thing where I'll go with a bit of powder on top of it. Okay, very gently, let's try it again on a clean hand. Much better. Yeah, much better. I love the liquid lipstick trend. It works so much better. But to prep it with powder, do lipstick and then prep it with powder again, not only it's made it more matte, but I can see this lasting a lot longer. It definitely did work. It definitely feels more like a lighter liquid lipstick. Liquid lipsticks are more heavier, but this feels a lot more lighter and more comfortable. So if that's what you want to go for, something a bit more light and more comfortable, something that lasts all day, then definitely add powder on top of your lipstick, because that kind of hack, that works. It definitely works. So that is my makeup hacks, guys. We found some good hacks. We found some not so good hacks. Let me know what your favorite hacks are in the comments below. But I had fun playing around with these makeup hacks. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn that little notification bell so you get notified by every single makeup video I do here on this channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Link is in the description bar below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Take care.